Alright, hello everybody. Today we are here at Ireland Raceway, and today we're here to practice for race 5, I think. So Detroit, Hollywood, London, Plough, yeah, so this is race 5 um, of the Otter season. And yeah, we're here at another new track. It's the third new track in a row. I think we have a few more in a row before we get to a repeat raceway here. Well, let me take a look while we have time because this is a practice. I don't really care. Um, so Netherlands is next. That's late. That's 2 weeks from today. That's a new one. Otter, that's a new one. Oklahoma City's a new one. So yeah, Bonita Springs, Battle Creek, back to back. So May has some tracks we've raced at before. San Diego's going to be a new one, and that's not Coronado. That is Coronado. I don't know. That is something else. Then Raleigh, we've been there. Yeah, there's a lot of new tracks in this division, though. Like repeat tracks are very rare. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Mackinac ran the All Star race, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, actually, the last second half of the season is all new tracks outside of the All Star race for Mackinac Speedway for Acre last year's for Acre. So yeah, a lot of new tracks this year. Obviously, they won't be new next year. We're gonna might move some tracks around, but the schedule is pretty much gonna be the same. So in terms of what tracks are gonna be on the schedule, most likely. So yeah, start building some tradition here. But yeah, we're gonna get going for practice here. 24 minutes race here today. So it is a little bit of a shorter one, but I'll get back around to the start finish here, and after that, I can give you I'll give you a breakdown of the track here. I did not get all the way down there. How did he pass me when I was paying attention? Because I thought I was blocking the exit. Okay, whatever. Hopefully the draft is working, by the way. I fixed the draft a little bit. I think hitting the wall, I know 2 weeks ago, last race at Palau, it wasn't really, hitting a wall wasn't really that big of a deal outside of the front stretch. I think, obviously, I mean, you can kind of see so far, just more longer straightaways. I think hitting the wall is going to be a little bit of a big deal here, just because of the anti-wall ride. It does take away speed, gives you a little bit of damage. But yeah, 9 turns here. I think it was it was like 2.12 miles, I think, is what it ended up being. So yeah, we'll give you a quick tour here. It's around turn 9 onto the front straightaway here. I don't know why the car gets really tight getting onto the front straightaway out of 9. Here we go into immediately a braking zone. There's the start finish line down into turn 1. I always miss this braking point. That's why there's practice and qualifying. Down into turn 1, 95-degree corner. Into turn 2, 85-degree corner. Kind of like Palau. Supplementary angles there. Heading into turn 3 and 4, quick little zigzag. Back and forth. Then you get down. Moving towards turn 5. There's dodging the wall back there. So you move down to turn 5, another hairpin into the second, technically really long, first major straightaway, but the second, main straightaway. You have, a chance to make a pass, get a good run with the draft and everything into the braking zone of turn 6, which then is a short shoot, switch back into turn 7, and then up into the, I guess, carousel for the track, technically, turn 8, even though there isn't really much of a carousel, and then you end up onto the kind of back, I guess is the official back straightaway, kind of. This is the longest straightaway on the track. And then you head back down to turn 9. Oh, man, I think no, we'll cover. I thought I way overshot the corner there. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the car just gets super tight when you cross back onto this part for the actual pavement part of the main straightaway there. 122.4, and I immediately lock it up into the barrier. Yeah, I don't know why the car just gets so tight when you transfer over onto the, because obviously when I'm making the track, I use different parts for the straightaways, so it's not just one. Obviously, it's not one continuous. It looks like it's one continuous piece of pavement, which it is, now. But when I was building it, those were two separate parts that I had to, you know, move. So I don't know why. It's usually not an issue, but for whatever reason, on that specific transition, it just moves. It just does not rotate the car whatsoever. And I do not know why it is doing that, so we might have to launch an investigation into that. Right down into the heavy braking zone of turn 6. See if I think the fastest lap I set when I was doing the testing for the track, which I finished like an hour ago, was 1:23.308. So we already improved by that by almost a full second, so that's a great start. Yeah, like I said, I think just keeping it out of the wall is going to be big on the long run here. I mean, obviously we're having more practice and qualifying time than the actual races itself, so, you know, it is, obviously the race is what matters, but, you know, if you can get the track down in this time, you know, just make sure you keep it out of the wall in the long runs. Leave the car back and forth, and again, we're in the wall here. I can never make the braking point of turn 1. It's just off rhythm for me, and I don't know why. The car just feels kind of tight. It's the same setup as Palau. It's just the car feels really tight for the first part of the track here. I don't know if it's just because I don't know if it really is, and it's just the track's wider, so it feels like that, or what's going on. But because the track is wider than Palau, if it wasn't obvious, so I don't know if it's just that or what's going on. But yeah, it's not handling as great, but. Obviously, we're second faster right now, so that's a good sign. For such a short track, relatively, it feels like we're, in terms of a road course, especially with only 9 corners, it feels like there's some pretty good lap time differential. Obviously, with the mistake, that will help, but nonetheless. I mean, I'll check the pylon, too, I guess. Dodge not improving yet. Like, at least here I have a rough braking point to go off of to make the corner, and I say make the corner, and we throw it in the wall anyway. Oh, probably down to 193, 192. There it is, 121.9. We were flying that lap. That's a good start through the S's here. I mean, a lot of lap time can be made up right there just because, you know, less corners, less opportunity to make something happen. I wonder if I mean, I'm sure if you get drafting stuff, a sub 121 in the 120s, maybe even a sub 120 is very possible. I 1,000,000% overshot that corner. Yeah. We don't have as good of an entry here for 7. Wide. It's going to hurt lap time. I'm acting like this is qualifying. This is practice right now. I mean, obviously it's all in one video, but, you know, nonetheless, still want to be the fastest guy out there. Probably practice a pit stop here next time by, especially if it doesn't look like it's going to be as good of a lap. Also because I need water, but, you know, that's, you know, that's just a bonus reason, you know. That's the extra incentive. Oh, yeah, no, we should have brought down pit road that time by. The day I make turn 1 on this track is the day Argyle is the most popular company in the world. I mean, it just won't happen. It's just not going well at all. So far, at least. I mean, I don't know, I guess there's always time to turn it around. Dodge yet to improve on his 123.3. Apparently he's having keyboard issues. Oh, that's a barrier. It's not good. We'll see him on the left-hand side of the screen in 3, 2, 1. Right about now. Oh, nope. Oh, there he is. There he is. Left side. Yep. Other straightaway. And I was paying so much attention to that, I'm going to miss the corner. Well, actually, no, I made it a little bit. The corner better than I thought I would. So one more race in the international swing here in Otter as we head to the Netherlands. That's going to be another pretty unique racetrack. And then After that, it's pretty much, it's kind of like this, just scaled up. I forgot to pit. You know what? I own this track. I don't care. I own this track. There's nobody coming. I'm good. We can make a quick U-turn. We got a tire going down. I know it's an emergency. Anyway, all right, there we go. Dodge improves to a 122.6. So big improvement there, but still not quite to the top of the pylon here. See if anybody else joins, but it might just be me and Dodge today in a battle. Oh, he improved again. So got our drink of water. We're gonna pull out onto the racetrack here, right behind. I mean, we're gonna get some draft. We can see what he's doing maybe to improve a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna lie, when I was doing the testing for the track, make sure, you know, if everything was working properly before I published the game, I didn't feel very confident about the track, how I was gonna do in terms of my driving ability. But seeing the pylon time, my opinion has changed a little bit. Let's see, is draft working? Yeah, it looks like it. It's working pretty well. There we go. That was a great turn 6. Obviously, this isn't going to be a good lap because we were exiting the pits there. Hey, happy Detroit Day. Doing 3 day. And tomorrow's Pi Day. One of my personal favorite days of the year. Number 3.141592653589793238462, and that's where I get lost. I gotta memorize the song with the first, like, 400 digits or whatever it is. Oh, yep, small mistake right there. Remember, when you exit pit road, it resets your max speed, so that is something there. And oh no, we are head on into the barrier here. Yeah, the draft. I already missed this corner with the normal speed, let alone with the draft. That was a terrible idea. I should have made the draft way lower. The nice thing is the draft doesn't really affect you on this part of the track, so that's nice. I didn't really, I mean, I don't know enough about programming to program it to do that, but it just so happened to do that, so that's nice. Yeah, this obviously isn't going to be a good lap. Unless the draft is really that powerful, but I doubt it. It's about 9-10 miles an hour. Still don't think that's going to be enough to make up for that mistake, but I don't know, we'll see. Draft is going to be very powerful, though, just on these straightaways, as I've mentioned, so I think if you're close, you'll have a chance. This might be our last lap in practice here, looking at the time, but we'll see. Good turn 9. All right, let's see if I can make turn 1 with the draft. Extra challenging mode here. Oh, man. Yep, he's in the wall, too. Yep. Oh, and I said, wow, the draft is that powerful. 21.5. I completely spun in the first. So that means I was either really good everywhere else or the draft is just that powerful. I mean, it is a majority of the lap. I think the straights, if I remember correctly, is about 55% of the track. So it is a pretty significant portion of the lap time. So I guess that does make sense. It's just I didn't think it would be that helpful. So the car behind is probably going to get the fastest lap of the race. If you're behind like I am for a majority of the run, you're probably in shape to get fastest lap because Dodge has even improved down to a 122.0. So he is he's also improving there. And the question is, do we get back around to the line to start another lap? Oh, he's backing up to us. Where do we need to go? We're not going to get another lap in. Oh, jeez. I overshot the corner a little bit. Do we make it? No, we don't, and that's it. And now we're okay. Yeah, now we're all over the place. All right, well, it's qualifying time now, so let's get everybody to pit road, and then we'll go from there. Oh, the anti-wall ride actually slowed me down for once. Look at that. There's Dodge back there. Ready for qualifying here. Let's make sure he's in a box. Shouldn't need to at least. All right, here we go. Get ready for qualifying start here. Let's put it to race mode. I'm gonna wait just a minute. Get the draft. Hopefully that'll be enough banana joining. And I'm gonna. Oh well, I was about to say I might be too far back, and then Dodge did that, so never mind. We're good. Pit road does narrow down quite a bit when you're exiting here, but yeah. And it counted my lap for whatever reason. But okay. Oh, because I never went across the line the last time, that's why. I'm just going to give Dodge some space here. He might be waiting till the end to back up, but I'm just going to give him space and wait. There's no real need to do anything like that. I don't know why. I'm really good on turn 6, and I don't know why. At least I think I'm really good in turn 6. I mean, nobody's been better yet, so... so what was that? I suppose that means I'm pretty good in turn 6. I doubt that picked up, but it sounded like something fell above me, so... yeah. There we go, alright. I wonder how much faster the lap times would be if I didn't overdrive turn 1 every single lap. Alright, it's probably going to count Dodge's lap as like a 428 or something like that, because this, yeah, 129. Dang, that's pretty good. 126.5, and again, we're in the wall because my car just does not brake in turn 1. So that's... the brakes go on strike for 1 of 8 corners every lap, and it's always turn 1. Like I said, I don't know why I am so bad at that corner. If the entire tracks were turn 1, this league would be an embarrassment. Shouldn't be that, actually. It should be that lag. I forgot to do the one thing. Okay, I'll fix that. Oh, Dodge overshot the corner. No, there goes my draft on the main straight. No. The back stretch, but the long straight. That's the one I need the draft. Yeah, here, I'll tell him I can fix the lag. Or I can try to, at least. I knew I was forgetting something. Anyway, we still got draft for a majority of the lap. Hopefully that's enough. This straightaway is just so long. I think this straightaway is like 30% of the track. So, like, this is a huge stretch for, you know, that's a huge part of the lap time right there, obviously. All right, maybe no draft can allow me to actually make turn 1. 121.7 to a 125.53. Oh my goodness gracious, we have made turn 1. Ladies and gentlemen, groundbreaking moment in American history right here, and Irish history, because that's where we're at right now. But we have made turn 1 of the racetrack. It's a remarkable feat. And set a new track record prior to it. I mean, this is just incredible. You have never seen anything like it in your entire life, I guarantee you. Dodge is now going to beat our lap time because he's got the draft, but, you know, ignoring that. Just a remarkable feat. So we lock up the brakes, go out wide a little bit. Really kind of overstretched turn 7 there just because of the way the rotation was. And now we're going to really bank it down through the center of 8. There's Banana on the other side of the racetrack there. The braking zone for turn 9. Yeah, I bet Dodge is going to get our lap time here just because he gets all the draft, but we'll see. 121.5, wow. Yeah, 122.5. Yeah, draft and everything, man. What was that? And we missed turn 1 that time. Slightly less. We still didn't miss it as bad as usual. We're improving rapidly. Let me tell you. Banana 122.6. Yeah, obviously, lap times are about 2 minutes shorter here than they are Palau. And, yeah, the track's about, what, half the size? 2.2. Yeah, it is less than half the size of Palau. Bit of an extreme track we went to there. This is a little more normal. This track, at least from, I mean, I haven't watched the 8 Supercars race. I've seen, like, highlights. I've seen track layouts. This seems like a not like the street courses, obviously, but this seems like a purpose-built Supercars track is kind of what this reminds me of. You know, they're pretty simple, or it's a kind of a NASCAR road course too. It's definitely not like an F1 road course, but like this is, you know, pretty simple, straightforward layout. You know, you have your long straightaways, you have your heavy braking zones, you have your stadium section, kind of. And you can do it all. Instead of doing it all in about 18 corners, we do it all in about 9, cutting it in half. But keep the distance. So, you know, I think it's a nice little road course here. No improvement out of me that time. Dodge to the top. There you go. Using the draft here advantage. I figured that out. I don't know if he full sent it into turn 1 and just wrecked the car too. But yeah, I mean, that was always going to happen if he was behind me. No improvement out of Banana. Or well, he's just getting across the line now, so that might be part of it. Locked it up. Went wide. I want draft. Let me get water. Alright, well now Dodge is too far away. So now I gotta pit. Alright, because I don't think I'm making up all the time on him. And Banana's already in a bad mood, so that's always a fantastic sign. Well, honestly, I feel like I'm better than Dodge on the when we're by ourselves and don't have draft. I might be able to just chase him back down. I mean, what we're gonna have... We'll have what? Probably 5 laps, maybe. I can chase him down 5. Alright, yeah, I'll try to fix it. Oh, he pitted. Okay. Here, let me just do that while I'm thinking of that's not gonna work, is it? Back there, back here. I mean, I ran a 121.5. I would imagine I could find a 10th. Well, Banana's now waiting on us a little bit. Well, now I got draft on Banana. Unless he's backing up to me. Yeah, he's backing up to me to see what I'm doing. So now he's going to get draft 2, and I'm going to qualify 3rd, even though I ran a time equivalent. I mean, we saw how powerful the draft was. I lost probably a second on the on that one lap in practice when I walled in, did a loop around, and I'd still beat my fastest time by like 4:10. So we know how powerful that draft is. The fact that I still managed to run a time near equal to them with only a little over a 10th is what's the word? Opposite of concerning. I can't think of the word for whatever reason. Appealing? I don't know. That's not the word. Unconcerning. There we go. We'll use that. Positive feedback. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of it for whatever reason, but yeah. All right. So all we gotta do, dodge my honestly. He's not in the pits anymore. He might be getting double draft. In which case we should be concerned. Oh, he's waiting. Yeah, he's waiting to get his draft back. I'm in the wall again because, again, I cannot make turn 1 for the life of me. So, yeah, I just got to find a 10th somewhere. There are definitely areas I could have improved. Sir, you are in the way. Anyway, we are in the wall and all over the place, so, yeah. There's that. And dodges to our bumper. Sir, I'm trying to make a cool pass on you while you are being slow on the racetrack. Waiting for me to go by you. Honestly, you know what I need? I need some fuel and tires here. Yeah, now we're on a big game of chicken to try to get draft. So our mission right now is to beat Dodge's time manually when he had draft. Which in this track is a bit absurd, but we'll see if we can do it. And that's a wall. Banana out of the racing groove here. I think he's giving up. He's having terrible lag apparently. So I'll have at least 1, maybe 2 chances to do this here. Again, we need a monstrous lap. We need a 10th. Which a little opportunity to do so here. No draft to help us. Because we ran that 21.5 with no draft. So no draft again. We need a monstrous lap here in Dublin. I think that's where I put the track. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'll figure it out. Fresh tires. Full load of fuel. Which that would usually slow you down, but, you know, fresh tires is all that matters. The fuel does not add to the weight of the car. I don't think, at least. I don't know, maybe it does. I don't think it does that, so we are going to have an opportunity here. Rocketing down the back straightaway, 195 top speed. Into the brakes. For the braking zone of turn 9. Dodge going literally backwards to get draft. Talk about greed. Here we go. Down the front straightaway, into the turn 1 braking zone that we have made once in our career and life, and we're going to slam it into the wall. That's a fantastic start. Like I said, we'll get at least one more lap here. Air vents turning on in the background. I don't know if you can hear that or not. On a great turn 4. Never mind, Dodge went and turned around to pit. He's also trying to get some fuel. Kind of overshot the corner there for turn 5. And now we're getting caught in between on the drop-off there. That's not good. So, yeah, we're only going to have one more lap here, it looks like. So, like I said, we need a monstrous lap to pull this off. I don't know if this is the lap, but we'll see. Sailing it off onto the entry of turn 8 here. There's Angelo joining. I don't think... Yeah, he's not going to be able to get around and get a lap in. Honestly, he might help us here because he might be able to give us draft. I'm going to sail it off into turn 9. We're going to have one more opportunity. One last dash for the pole position. And we did it anyway, right there, 129. And nobody else is going to get around in time. Unbelievable. What a lap. Yeah, I think sailing it off into the corner in turn 8 right there might have been enough. And I braked really late for turn 9, too. New track record at half a second up with no draft. What a run to get pole position, because nobody else has a realistic chance. That's it right there. What a lap. I don't think anybody else is getting around in time. Yep, that's it. All right, see you guys at the race.